Hello, hello. Hi. Um, so I've been recently thinking about freedom and freedom. What does freedom relate to? I think independence is something. Freedom, independence. I don't know, but all you want to be is not left alone, but you want to do what we want to do, or take our own decisions, make our own choices, right? Live life in our own terms, right? Um, So when you think freedom or independence, there are two characters, not even two. There was one character that comes to my mind all the time, and that is Monkey D. Luffy. And I think if you are a serial anime watcher or if you are into the world of anime, you probably know about Monkey D. Luffy. At least you know about the character. Um, he's none other than the protagonist of the infamously long anime One Piece. Okay. So what does this monkey D. Luffy do? He does everything. He just does everything. He never bends down to someone else, or he doesn't go by the terms of another person or something. He does what feels right to him. And I think, or maybe he inspires me to do stuffs uh like that. He inspires me to live life in my own way. He inspires me to not to be sad. He inspires me to go through the hardships and it is all worth it, right? That's Monkey D. Luffy right there. Yeah. But then real life isn't that easy. Monkey D. Luffy does this, does that. He has time skips. Real life isn't that easy. Real life isn't about a world that's filled by 97% of water and just 3% of land. It's like the complete opposite. The One Piece world is the complete opposite of a real world, right? Right? But that's Monkey D. Luffy. So I've been thinking, is there no way to live like Monkey D. Luffy, or is there a character that is like Monkey D. Luffy but more relatable? And that's when I came to think about Eren Yeager. So Eren Yeager is another character from a different anime, and that is Attack on Titan. Okay. So Eren Yeager is the protagonist of Attack on Titan, and he too is someone who wants to conquer freedom. He wants freedom to himself and to the people. He wants to do everything he thinks he can do. He thinks no one should command us and no life is inferior to the other, right? Okay, that's what even Monkey D. Luffy thought, and that's what Eren Diego thinks. But the way these two characters are written is completely different. Monkey D. Luffy is what every human being wants to be, and Eren Yeager is what no one wants to be. Because what Eren Yeager does is sacrifice his own life. He sacrifices himself. So let me provide you a gist of these two characters. Okay, let's talk about One Piece. That's we're going to talk about Monkey D. Luffy. So Monkey D. Luffy is living in this world and he wants to become the pirate king. And his notion of being a pirate king is nothing but being the freest person in the world or across the oceans, because One Piece is like really filled with water all the way. So yeah, ocean, the freest person in the ocean is the pirate king. So yeah, and what happens is there's a lot of politics. There's too much bad people everywhere. It's not the Marines aren't good. There are good Marines, there are bad Marines. There are good pirates, there are bad pirates. There is the Revolutionary Army, and I think Monkey D. Luffy should be in the Revolutionary Army. He is not a pirate, but he is named a pirate because he wants to be the pirate king, and he's fighting against all these corruptions and everything. He's going and fighting bad people in other lands, and he is buying them freedom. Uh, so that's what Monkey D. Luffy does. When someone says that he's hungry, he says, "If you're hungry, you should eat." That's his thing. He didn't care about money or anything. If you're hungry, you should eat. That's like the common basic human philosophy, right? So that's how Monkey D. Luffy gets on with his life, and every time he is facing a hurdle, he overcomes it, and if he doesn't, he will work his hard way and overcome the hurdle. But let's talk about Eren Yeager. Eren Yeager lives in this place called I don't know, but I think it's called Titan. Okay, because the series name is Attack on Titan. I forgot the name. I think it's Paradise or something. But Eren Yeager lives in this place that's surrounded by walls because outside these walls there are man-eating, flesh-craving titans who will de devastatingly uh, kill people. They will defeat these people, and if they eat a person, they will turn into a titan. So these things are there. And one day, Titans break into these walls. Okay, so when Titans break into these walls, all chaos will break loose, and there are very different politics. Like the people near the walls are like the least cared about, like they are the very lowest caste people, and then there are layers. The center of these walls are where the higher officials live, and things like that. And somehow they managed to build resistance, but a lot of lives are lost on the process. But when these titans break the walls, they somehow find to block the titans away. And then in the process, Eren's mom gets killed, and Eren Yeager wants to be a slayer of the titan, and he enrolls himself in the Sla- Slayer Corps. I don't know. That's Demon Slayer Corps, but yeah, they hear something happens. So he's in the army basically. And from here, Eren Yeager is found to be one of the Titan. He is carrying the bloodline, and there's a large politics behind this. And somehow, Eren Yeager, by going forward, he figures out there's no way that his people could attain any freedom. And that's when he thinks about sacrificing himself and going on a stampede to destroy the whole world so his people could find the freedom. Um, and finally, it was all for nothing because the world is never out of war. And Attack on Titan ends on a note that you can never attain freedom. Basically, his people did, but there's going to be war, there's going to be oppression, there's going to be greediness, jealousy, and people are going to always try to kill one another. And his sacrifice means nothing. It means nothing, and the people are just going to suffer all the time. So that was Attack on Titan. So when you think about freedom, these two characters really come to my mind. And being in a positive, living life in a positive way, thinking about Monkey D. Luffy and how he lives his life, I really wonder, like, if you live a life, I really doubt it will turn out to be Monkey D. Luffy because the world is fucked up, and Eren Yeager is what I think is the perfect. I might not say perfect, but if you compare these two characters, Eren Yeager is the guy that's more accurate to this world. I don't know what to say, but freedom comes with its own prices, and like Sean Baker says, being independent is the most freeing and satisfying thing you can do. At the same time, that is the most um, weight you will carry in your shoulders. You will always carry those weight in the shoulders if you are completely freedom and if you're completely independent. Um, by the way, Sean Baker's an independent filmmaker, so yeah, that's what I really like the notion of being independent and freedom, but I don't know. Uh, live. I think we should all live life, and this life is going to be hard. But one life, I'm not going to surrender to the material needs. Maybe I might to some extent, but I'm not. I'm not going to completely surrender myself to the material needs. I'm going to be independent. I'm going to carry the weights. I'm going to be something, and I don't know. But life was never interesting, and I love it.